Welcome, and thanks for joining this overview of human resource management, where we'll explore how people practices drive organizational success. Over the next slides, we'll look at core HR functions, practical strategies, and contemporary challenges, with an eye toward actionable ideas you can use to recruit, develop, and retain great talent. In this presentation, you'll find a clear roadmap of topics we'll cover, from foundational HR concepts and workforce planning to recruitment, training, performance, compensation, and employee relations, all the way through modern HR challenges and compliance. Think of this as a guided tour through the essential elements of strategic HR practice. The second part of our contents highlights performance management, compensation and benefits, employee relations, and contemporary HR challenges, giving us a full picture of how HR supports both people and business goals. We'll connect theory to practical steps so you can apply these ideas in real workplace scenarios. To start, let's introduce human resource management and why it matters. HR isn't just administrative work. It's the discipline that aligns people's strategy with business strategy, ensuring the right talent is in place, developed, and engaged to deliver organizational goals. I'll explain the key roles HR plays as we go. When we talk about the definition and scope of HRM, we mean everything from recruiting and training to compliance and strategic alignment. HR ensures the organization has the right people, builds their capabilities, and creates policies that support productivity and legal compliance, while connecting human capital to broader business objectives. The objectives of HRM are straightforward but vital. Attract and hire the right talent, invest in development that grows capabilities, design systems to measure and optimize performance, and implement fair policies that support consistency and legal standards. Together, these goals help the organization meet both short-term needs and long-term ambitions. HR matters because it directly impacts organizational performance and employee experience. Effective HR places people in roles where they can contribute, fosters a supportive culture that boosts retention, reduces legal and financial risk through compliance, and encourages continuous improvement so the business can adapt to market changes. Moving into human resource planning, this section focuses on how HR anticipates and prepares for future workforce needs. We'll discuss how planning connects strategy to practical actions, ensuring talent capacity matches operational goals, and supports sustainable growth across the organization. Workforce planning is about aligning staffing with strategy, optimizing resources, and preparing for leadership changes. By assessing current and future needs, managing capacity efficiently, planning succession for key roles, and regularly assessing skills, HR can reduce gaps and keep the organization resilient and ready for change. Job analysis and design create the foundation for good hiring and performance. Clear role definitions, set expectations, streamline processes, improve efficiency, flexible job designs, accommodate technological shifts, and an employee-centric approach boosts motivation by focusing on autonomy, recognition, and growth opportunities. Talent forecasting combines market research, growth projections, and technology to predict future staffing needs. By leveraging analytics and AI tools, HR can anticipate skill shortages, align hiring with expansion plans, and implement risk management measures like cross-training and succession planning to avoid disruptive workforce gaps. Now we'll turn to recruitment and selection, where strategy meets execution. This section explores how to attract qualified candidates, assess fit effectively, and build an employer brand that supports long-term talent attraction, all while maintaining fairness and efficiency in the hiring process. Recruitment strategies should reach the right audiences efficiently, whether through targeted advertising on industry platforms, campus partnerships to engage emerging talent, employee referral programs that tap trusted networks, or by nurturing a talent pipeline of pre-qualified candidates for future openings, creating a steady flow of viable applicants. Selection processes must balance consistency and validity to identify the best hires. Combining structured interviews with skill-based assessments, background checks for credibility, and behavioral interviews that reveal how candidates respond to challenges helps ensure hiring decisions are objective, predictive of performance, and aligned with role needs. Employer branding shapes how candidates perceive your organization. So focus on communicating core values, sharing employee stories that highlight the workplace experience, maintaining a strong online presence on career platforms, and engaging in community initiatives to appeal to socially conscious talent and strengthen your reputation. Training and development are next, and they're central to retaining talent and building capability. This section covers how to assess learning needs, design diverse training programs, and create development plans that help employees grow in ways that support both their careers and organizational goals. Training needs assessment starts with identifying skill gaps through evaluations and job analysis, aligning training to company objectives, collecting employee feedback to target areas for growth, and allocating resources effectively so training is timely, relevant, and supports measurable performance improvements across the workforce. When designing training programs, blend on-the-job experiences with classroom sessions, offer flexible online courses, and provide mentorship for personalized growth. Each mode serves different learning styles and practical needs, helping employees apply skills in real scenarios while progressing through structured or self-paced development paths. Employee development plans should be intentional and measurable, beginning with skill mapping, setting clear goals tied to career paths, encouraging continuous learning through courses or certifications, and tracking performance so progress can be coached and adjustments made to keep development on track and relevant to future roles. Now let's explore performance management, which helps translate expectations into consistent results. A strong system sets standards, measures outcomes fairly, provides timely feedback, and supports growth through coaching and development, so employees remain motivated and aligned with business priorities. Setting performance standards means translating strategy into smart objectives, aligning roles to job descriptions and competencies, using benchmarks to set realistic targets, and maintaining open communication so employees understand expectations and have the context they need to perform and improve. When appraising performance, use a mix of methods to build a complete picture. 360-degree feedback captures multiple perspectives. Numeric rating scales provide structure. Behavioral assessments focus on actions rather than traits. And self-assessment encourages reflection and ownership of development needs. Feedback and performance improvement should be constructive and ongoing, combining clear, actionable critique with continuous coaching. Identify training opportunities to address skill gaps and recalibrate goals based on feedback so employees stay motivated, supported, and aligned with realistic performance expectations over time. Next, we look at compensation and benefits, a key lever for attracting and retaining talent. Effective programs balance fairness and market competitiveness while managing costs and communicating benefits clearly, so employees understand the total value of their pay and perks. Designing salary structures involves ensuring pay equity across roles, benchmarking against the market to remain competitive, using grade systems to create transparent progression pathways, and balancing cost efficiency with the need to maintain morale and reward contribution in a sustainable way. Incentive plans should motivate performance through a mix of financial and non-financial rewards. Performance bonuses and profit sharing align individual effort with company success, while recognition, development opportunities, and transparent criteria strengthen trust in the reward system and boost long-term engagement. Employee Benefits Administration covers the practical protections that support employee well-being, from comprehensive health coverage to retirement planning, paid time off, and clear communication, so employees understand their entitlements and how benefits support work-life balance and long-term security. Moving into employee relations, this area focuses on fostering a healthy workplace where issues are resolved fairly and engagement is actively cultivated. Strong relations practices build trust, reduce conflict, and create conditions for productivity and retention across the organization. Conflict resolution strategies rely on communication training to promote respectful dialogue, mediation services to resolve disputes impartially, and a clear policy framework that outlines procedures and expectations, helping teams navigate disagreements constructively while preserving relationships and fairness. Employee engagement initiatives boost morale and commitment through recognition programs that celebrate achievements, professional growth opportunities that keep people learning and motivated, and feedback mechanisms that give employees a voice and demonstrate that their input shapes workplace improvements. Workplace ethics and compliance protect both employees and the organization by combining training on anti-harassment and data privacy, confidential whistleblower protections to encourage reporting of unethical behavior, and leadership accountability to model high ethical standards and maintain organizational integrity. Now we'll cover contemporary HR challenges and how HR needs to adapt in a rapidly changing environment, from managing diverse teams and new technologies to evolving legal requirements and remote work models. These trends require HR to be flexible, data-informed, and people-centered. Managing diversity and inclusion starts with cultural awareness and respect for different backgrounds, implementing unbiased recruitment and continuous training to reduce unconscious bias, and creating inclusive policies and flexible work arrangements that support equity across gender, ethnicity, and abilities. Adapting to technological changes means investing in digital skills training so employees can work effectively with AI and automation, strengthening data management practices to protect privacy and inform decisions, and integrating remote work technologies to support seamless collaboration across distributed teams. Legal and regulatory compliance in HR is non-negotiable and covers wage laws, anti-discrimination policies, and workplace safety standards. Staying current with regulations, enforcing consistent practices, and documenting compliance protects the organization and ensures fair treatment of employees. That brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you for engaging with these HR fundamentals and practical strategies. I hope you found actionable ideas to strengthen recruitment, development, performance, and compliance in your organization. And I'm happy to open the floor now for questions and discussion.